At Clyde Ironworks, every bite starts from scratch. Fried ravioli, onion rings, wood-fired pizza, in-house beers, steaks done sizzling, pasta, pretzels, cannoli, all made by hand. Clyde Ironworks, where food is made from scratch.
I always have to have it on hand, or in my pocket, or in my car where I knew where it was. Because if I didn't know where it was, I'd panic. But that was in the beginning. And in my head, like as time went on, if I lose it or if I can't find it or I misplaced it, I'll just be like, it pops up whenever it pops up. But at the back of my mind, it's more of like, oh my God, I need it. Like, I need to find it. But in hindsight, it's just more of like, if it comes back. If it doesn't, then it was meant to be, and it's a sign that I should stop. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who don't learn until I go through it. Just know that every year it gets harder to quit. And every year you start to feel the effect.
With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account. Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it? Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
We only have had e-cigarettes since 2012 or 2011. So it's only been a decade, a little over a decade, and we're getting different chemicals that we don't know enough about, which will probably cause us a lot of issues in the future.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
Vaping has almost become like an obsession, addiction.
I always have to have it on hand.
It's got to be where I know where it is.
If I didn't know where it was, I'd panic.
I stopped pretty quick because I didn't really get the enjoyment I thought I would get out of it.
I've had friends who have used it, and it's a struggle for them.
Find your passion. Find your people. Find your purpose. Find your superior.
At Clyde Ironworks, every bite starts from scratch.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to UWS Women's Basketball here on 91.3 FM and on Yellow Jacket TV. This is Matt Johnson coming to you live from Mertz Mortarelli Gymnasium here on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where it is an abbreviated pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce as the Yellow Jackets taking on Northwestern for a pair of basketball games here, the women leading things off. The Yellow Jacket women coming into this contest as they host Northwestern in UMAC conference action, now sitting at 5-11 overall, 2-1 in the UMAC under Evelyn Parsons in her first season at the helm of the Yellow Jacket program. They rebounded from their first conference loss of the season this past Saturday by downing Martin Luther 59-46 in their last game. That was a game that was played right here at the Mertz, and that, of course, was a UMAC conference game that you heard with yours truly right here, both on 91.3 FM and on Yellow Jacket TV. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets fell behind 7-0 in the opening 2 minutes and 47 seconds before Coach Parsons called her initial timeout to calm her team down. And then from there, UWS took control of the contest, outscoring the Knights 59-39 the rest of the way to pick up the victory. After falling behind 7-0, the Yellow Jackets got back-to-back three-pointers from Hope Carlson and a layup from Colleen Cloud to go along with a tip-in by Kylie Hewitt to take a 10-9 lead with 4:14 remaining in the opening 10 minutes. Another three-pointer from Mackenzie Lesha gave UWS a 16-15 lead after one before the Yellow Jackets held Martin Luther to just 3 of 11 shooting in the second to outscore the Knights 16-8 and take a 32-23 edge into the intermission. From there, the Yellow Jackets went on to outscore the Knights 19-12 in the third to take their largest lead at 51-35 following a score from Maddie Riot as time expired in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Martin Luther never got closer than 11 points as UWS forced 18 Knights turnovers in the contest. Individually, the Yellow Jackets got 12 points and 9 rebounds from Maddie Riot, while Hope Carlson added 12 points as well on 5 of 10 shooting in that victory for UWS. Meanwhile, Northwestern comes in here at 5-11 overall, although they are 0-4 in the UMAC entering action here tonight. Aaron Calls in his 16th season at the helm of the Northwestern program. They've lost 4 straight, including dropping his 82-65 decision to UMAC conference opponents U of M Morris this past Saturday at the Erickson Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. In that contest, Northwestern connected on just 4 of 19 shots in the opening quarter. On the way to falling behind 16-11 after one, the Cougars never relinquished the lead the rest of the game as they went on to outscore the Eagles 24-16 in the second to up their advantage to 40-27 at the break. In the third, Morris held a 19-18 edge to take a 59-45 edge into the fourth quarter, and from there, Northwestern never got closer than 11 points as the Eagles connected on just 34.8% of their shots and committed 20 turnovers in that loss to Minnesota Morris. Individually, Northwestern was paced by Emma Kornick with 15 points on 5 of 14 shooting. So the Yellow Jackets entering the first game of our doubleheader here on the women's side, having posted their second victory in UMAC conference action, while Northwestern enters this game here on this Wednesday night, searching for their first conference victory here, the 2025-26 campaign. So that's the story here from the Mertz in Superior as these two teams lock up here in Game 1, as I mentioned, of our doubleheader. And with that, we'll take a quick break and come back with a look at the starting lineups between the two teams. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Matt Johnson back here at the Mertz as we continue on with an abbreviated pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. We'll give you a look at the two starting lineups for the two teams here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll start off with the Yellow Jackets. They will start this way in the backcourt. 5'7" junior from Stoughton, Wisconsin, the transfer from across the bridge at UMD, Maddie Riot. She enters the game for the Yellow Jackets, averaging 6.8 points per game. Starting at guard, 5'5" sophomore from Grantsburg, Wisconsin, Megan Schaefer. She comes into the game tonight, averaging a team-leading 8.7 points per outing. Starting at forward, 6'3" junior from Plain, Wisconsin, Charlotte Firstel. She comes in the game tonight, averaging 7.9 points per game. Starting at guard, 5'7" senior from Somerset, Wisconsin, Mackenzie Lesha. She comes into tonight's contest, averaging 6.4 points per game and rounding out the Yellow Jackets starting five. 5'4" senior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, Elsa Olson. She averages 5.7 points per outing. Meanwhile, Northwestern, we're calling her with this starting five. Starting at guard, 5'5" freshman from Matamidi, Minnesota, Ella Fraser. She comes in the game tonight, averaging 10.3 points per outing. Starting at forward, 5'7" freshman from New Brighton, Minnesota, Emma Kornick. She averages an even 8 points per contest. Starting at a guard/forward slot, 5'9" junior from Clearwater, Minnesota, Caitlin Lindberg. She averages 3.8 points per game. Starting at forward, 5'9" junior from Lindstrom, Minnesota, Carly Elrod. She averages 7.3 points per game. And rounding out Northwestern starting five, 5'6" sophomore from Farmington, Minnesota, Maren Blum. She averages 7.7 points per outing. So those are your starting lineups for the two squads as we bring our abbreviated pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce to a close. We'll take one more quick break, and then we'll come back with the opening tip of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. That's coming up in a couple minutes. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. The ring here, game one of our doubleheader. Again, the men's game coming up about 25 minutes after we go final game one of this doubleheader. Tentative start time there is 7:15 or so. And we'll be on with the pregame starting about 7 o'clock. Of course, that depends on how quickly this game gets over here between the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles here in game number one. A couple of series notes between these two teams. The Yellow Jacket women lead the all-time series with Northwestern 29-15 since their first matchup back on December 13th of 1994. UWS took two of three matchups with Northwestern last season. First downing Northwestern 69-63 on January 22nd of 2025 at the Erickson Center before falling to the Eagles 76-69 in overtime in their second and final regular season matchup. That game was played on February 5th here at the Mertz of last year. The two teams then met for the third time in the UMAC tournament title contest, which the Yellow Jackets won by the final score of 53-47 to advance to the fourth NCAA tournament in school history. That game was played back on March 1st of 2025 with yours truly on the call here at the Mertz. With those wins, the Yellow Jackets have now won 5 of the past 6 matchups with Northwestern dating back to February 11th of 2023. Tonight's opening tip will be sponsored by Barker's Island Inn in Superior. As the Jackets starting lineup just about done being introduced here. Yellow Jackets have had the same starting lineup so far for now all 17 games here in the 2025-26 campaign. And we'll see how UWS fares if they can string together 2 wins here. Yellow Jackets will be in their home gold jerseys with the black trim going from right to left in this opening 20 minutes of action, while the Eagles in their familiar road jerseys. That means purple jerseys and shorts with gold trim. They'll be going from left to right here in this opening 20 minutes. Matt Johnson alongside my 2 producers, Chris Allen back at 91.3 FM, and also with Bradley Ludus, who's stepping in for Evan Ludwig today, producing for Yellow Jacket TV. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. We hope you'll join us for both games as well, as the Yellow Jacket men will be going for a second straight win as well against Northwestern. Again, that'll be coming up after the conclusion of this one. It'll be Charlotte Furstel that'll jump it up here for the Yellow Jackets. And she will jump it up here against Carly Elrod. And we are moments away from getting this one underway. And thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday night. Follows up, the opening tip sponsored by Bikers Island Inn is knocked out of play, and it will be Northwestern basketball first here. That's off the Yellow Jackets. 3 seconds into this opening quarter. And Northwestern will trigger it in here. Carly Elrod triggering it in now, and in the front court, here's Ella Frazier, bounce pass left side. Here's Caitlin Lindberg, who transferred from Minnesota Morris. Giving the ball back, dribbling down the right side on the baseline was Emma Kornick. Went off of her leg and out of bounds over the baseline, knocked away by the Yellow Jackets. It will stay Northwestern basketball here. 20 seconds to shoot here for the Eagles, 9:47 remaining, quarter number 1. As the inbound will come left side now, it'll be Frazier that'll trigger it in. Out on top now, here's Kornick. Kornick swinging it right side back for Frazier. Ella Frazier now, who averages 10.3 points per game. Bounce pass comes out on top now. Here's Caitlin Lindberg. 10 seconds to shoot now, Frazier. Into the corner, putting on the deck now. Dribbling it around, picking it up now, it's Kornick. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. I'm not sure they're going to get a shot off on their first possession, and they won't. It's a shot clock violation. Frazier put the ball on the deck, tried to get into the paint, but could not get a shot toward the rim in time, and it's a violation against Northwestern that gives the basketball to the Yellow Jackets for the first time. As Elsa Olsen advances across the timeline. Bounce pass, Megan Schaefer, top of the key, now Maddie Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets, bounce pass. High post now for Charlotte Furstel. Out on top, here's Mackenzie Lesha. Her pass down low. 10 for Riot. That got knocked away by Kornick. So both teams turn over the basketball on their first possessions. And back the other way is Frazier now for Northwestern. They kick it in the corner. 3-point shot is up. That is the air ball. That 3-pointer was taken by Elrod. Off the miss, the Yellow Jackets with Elsa Olsen. Now Megan Schaefer into the front court. Olsen now snaps it left side. Riot wide open. She'll take a step. Goes all the way to the rim. Flips up a shot. Misses the bunny. Offensive rebound grab by Lesha. She misses it. Third try at it. That's missed by Charlotte Furstel, and finally it's knocked out of play by Elrod. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. 3 shots, point blank range from the Yellow Jackets, and coming up empty. And we're still scoreless. 1 minute, 18 seconds into this first quarter. Olsen off the inbounds. Now here's Megan Schaefer. Schaefer for the Yellow Jackets, top of the key, looking down low. Instead she'll kick it for Olsen, top of the key. Olsen now. Kicks it back now for Riot. 10 seconds to shoot. Riot looking down low. Schaefer. 5 seconds to shoot. Schaefer now going inside. Flips up a shot. That's off the mark. No good. And rebound tracked down. And the Jackets are now going to have a shot clock violation. Not exactly a crisp start here. So 2 shot clock violations in 3 possessions. And we are still scoreless. 1 minute, 40 seconds into this opening quarter. Now Frazier coming across the timeline on the right-hand dribble. Frazier now for Lindberg, top of the key. Kayla Lindberg looking down low. Picks up her dribble. Now gives it in the middle. Here's Maren Blum. Blum to the corner. Stepping through. Here's a running shot off the glass, and it's good for 2. That's Carly Elrod getting the bucket. And Northwestern takes a 2-0 lead as Olsen into the front court. Lusha out on top. Schaefer lobbing it down low. Firstel wide open. Spins, goes up off the glass with the right hand and scores it for 2. Charlotte Firstel gets her first bucket. And we're tied up 2 apiece. As Blum into the front court now for Northwestern. Looking down low, instead she'll bounce past on top for Caitlin Lindberg. Now in the corner. 3-point shot is up. That one's well over the top of everything. That one was taken by Blum. Rebound grab by Maddie Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Comes out on the right side. Now has the basketball stripped away. Turnover on the Yellow Jackets. Pass into the front court. That one also picked off, this time by Schaefer. So two turnovers in a matter of seconds, and Schaefer back the other way now for UWS. Swinging a pass now left side. Here's Elsa Olsen. Out beyond the 3-point arc. Firstel comes to set the screen. Now here's Olsen. She'll hand it off for Riot. Maddie Riot now spinning. She has Olsen wide open. Decides not to use her. Instead, she goes down low for Mackenzie Lusha, who cuts to the bucket, goes up with the left hand and lays it in for 2. Lusha has the Yellow Jackets ahead now 4-2 off that bucket as Northwestern back. Inside, here's Blum. Trying to get up a shot. Had it knocked away, but she'll draw a foul, and it'll be free throws here for Northwestern with 6:45 remaining, quarter number 1. Aubrey Langer getting ready to check in for Northwestern. Hope Carlson coming in for the Yellow Jackets. Foul called on Schaefer. By the way, that's her first foul of the ball game. 3 minutes and 15 seconds into this opening quarter. Northwestern, as a team, shoots free throws at 64.2%, and the first one is up and good from Blum. She's a 58.1% free throw shooter for her part. 18 makes in 31 tries coming into the contest here today. And she's got one more. Second one is up and good as well. So we're tied up 4 apiece. And another substitution now going to come into the contest here for Northwestern. It's going to be Brenna Vogel coming in. As Carlson triggers it in, now Elsa Olsen for UWS, advancing across the timeline on the right-hand dribble. Here's Olsen now going down toward the baseline. She gets cut off. Firstel out beyond the 3-point arc, trying to go down low for Carlson. That one gets knocked away. Off the turnover now, Langer back the other direction for Northwestern. Here's Vogel. Giving it off now for Frazier. Ella Frazier behind the back dribble. Now they swing it left side. Now Frazier repositions. Pass comes out on top, Lindberg. Lindberg in the corner. Ball fake there now. This is Langer coming down low, going around Schaefer. Goes up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grab now by Schaefer. Yellow Jackets in transition now as here's Elsa Olsen left side. She'll pull up, flies from 3-point range, and it's good. Left wing 3-point bomb from Elsa Olsen, and the Yellow Jackets are up 7-4 here with 5:50 remaining, quarter number 1. There's Vogel now for the Eagles. Coming off the screen by Lindberg, going right to the rim. Flips up a shot. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound grabbed out there by Lesha. Jackets now running back the other direction. Lesha back for Schaefer. Now Olsen with the ball fake. Now she looks down low. Nobody there, so she kicks it back out for Megan Schaefer. Now Lesha. Lesha putting it on the deck. Free throw line extended. Kicks it now. Schaefer thought about taking the 3. Instead, she'll hand it off. Olsen, 10 seconds to shoot. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Coming off the screen by Firstel. Bounce pass now comes inside. Here's Schaefer. Her shot blocked away. A nice defensive effort there by Langer. And now here comes Northwestern back the other direction. Long lead pass. That's intercepted. It was intended for Carly Elrod, picked off by Lesha. So Jackets right back on offense now, leading it by 3 as we go under 5 minutes remaining, quarter number 1. And it's knocked out of play as the Jackets will bring Kylie Hewitt, Colleen Claude, and Riot back in. Meanwhile, Northwestern is going to sub in Olivia Heikus. Also checking in, Kornick is back in there, as is Blum. As off the trigger in now Olsen. Here's Riot going left side. Picks up her dribble, kicks it to the corner. Olsen will fire away from 3 again. That one's off the back rim. Rising for the rebound now is Riot. Gives a pass to the middle, unable to be caught cleanly. Lesha ended up with the basketball. Her floating shot was off the rim, no good. Actually, it was Colleen Claude on the shot. And then following up on the rebound, she'll get the jump ball. And the Yellow Jackets will have possession now. Left baseline. There'll be a trigger in now for Olsen. Gets it in now for Riot. Maddie Riot. Hope Carlson. She'll position. Fires from 3. That's short. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound in the corner. Carlson able to track it down. Back for Riot. And Riot now. Here's Colleen Claude. Going inside for Carlson. That one knocked away. picked up, though, by Carlson. She picks it up. Her bunny is no good. Rebound bounding around. And finally grabbed out of there by Kornick. Brenna Vogel in the front court now for Northwestern. Here's Blum. Back out on top now, Hikus. Lander looking down low. Now they go left side. Here's Vogel. And now they'll back it out here. Pass comes right side now into the corner. Three-point shot is up from there. That one's off the rim. Taken by Vogel. Rebound grab by Colleen Clodd. And now Clodd for the Yellow Jackets. Pass comes right side now. Elsa Olsen. Hewitt comes to set the screen. Swings a pass now left wing. This time it's Maddie Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets. Spins. Clodd putting it on the deck. Kicks it back out. Riot. Head fake. Steps in the middle. Jump stop. Short jump shot off the front rim. No good. Rebound grab by Hope Carlson. Now she misses a bunny. Jackets have missed 3 or 4 bunnies so far here in the first quarter. And off the rebound now, Northwestern will turn it over, though, as the Yellow Jackets are putting pressure on the basketball. And finally it'll go out of play. Has not been a pretty start here for either team offensively, and Coach Evelyn Parsons is going to call a timeout. Try to get UWS back on track here a little bit. By the way, fans, if you can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets, tune into Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and myself throughout the years. We sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available on uwsyellowjackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. Jackets now coming out of the timeout, excuse me. Lush is back in there for UWS. Still waiting on the inbounds here. And off the inbounds. Here's Riot now, left side. Looking down low, Riot goes for Clodd. And now we're going to have a 3-second violation called against, I think it was Kylie Hewitt. Just hasn't been sharp so far. Slow start both ways. Jackets so far 3 for 13, Northwestern 1 for 6. So combined 4 for 19 to start the game here for the two teams. Also turnovers in there as well. Now speaking of turnovers, here's another one. Pass from Brenna Vogel picked off by Lesha. Now here's Clodd in transition. Riot now for Hope Carlson inside. Carlson trying to spin, loses the handle on the basketball, but they're going to call a reach-in foul here against Aubrey Langer of Northwestern, who is defending against Carlson down low. Actually, they're going to call it on Vogel on the help side, so that'll be her first team foul, and now Hope Carlson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Combined 10 turnovers already in the ballgame. Carlson's first free throw is no good. Spins out. One more coming now for Hope Carlson. Her second free throw is good. Carlson has her first point. It's 8-4 here. Jackets picking up full court. Frazier back in there. Long lead pass now into the front court. Northwestern now will set it up. On top now, it's Frazier going right side for Blum. Now going down the right side baseline and losing the handle on the basketball was Kornick. And it's going to be a turnover against Northwestern here. They're actually going to call a pushing foul, in fact, on Kornick. Knocking down Maddie Riot. She was trying to go backdoor on the baseline. Pass was off the mark, and then Riot came over. And the foul as Kornick shoved Riot, who was trying to grab the pass and intercept it. Second foul against the Eagles. Yellow Jackets into the front court now with Lesha. Left side now, here's Hope Carlson. Carlson putting on the deck. Coming down low. Riot top of the key. Putting on the deck now, trying to back down. Kicks it right side. Head fake now by Carlson. Gets a step. Goes all the way to the rim. Misses the layup. Another missed layup by the Yellow Jackets. And we're going to have now a foul called on UWS. And the sluggishness continues. Foul's going to be called on Carlson on that one as Latvala comes back in. So does Olsen. 2:09 remaining, quarter number 1. And the front court now, here's Blum. Out on top, it's Hikus. Putting on the deck now, Kornick. Picks up her dribble outside. Three-point shot is up. That one's off the front rim. That was taken by Elrod. Rebound for Maddie Riot. Jackets into the front court now. Here's Riot going down left side. Picks up her dribble. Gives it now for Latvala. Kira Latvala puts it on the deck. Now gets double teamed down low. Kicking it now, Olsen. Now Lesha. She'll fire from three-point range. Left side. Soft touch off the back rim. Pops straight up and back through for 3 points for Mackenzie Lesha. Looks like a swish in the scorebook, though. And the Yellow Jackets now up 11-4 with 1:23 remaining, quarter number one. Here's Kornick. Going right side, runner over the top of everything. Rebound grabbed on the miss by Riot. Long lead pass now for Latvala. Latvala in amongst about 5 players. Shovels it out. And now Riot out on top of the key. Now Lesha putting it on the deck. Thought about taking another three. Goes inside now. Here's Kylie Hewitt trying to spin. Double teaming comes on here. So kick it left side. 3-point shot is up now from Elsa Olsen. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound grabbed under there by Elrod as we're under a minute remaining. Quarter number one. Frazier into the front court now on the right-hand dribble for Northwestern. Coming off the screen out on top. Set by Hikus. Now loses the basketball. Picks it back up. Swings it right side. Here's Marm Blum now for the Eagles. Going on the right side. Her pass. That's going to be picked off by Lesha. Off the turnover now. Olsen. Long lead pass. That's going to be intercepted as well. And now Northwestern will come back to their direction. Pass comes left side now. Here's Ella Frazier. Frazier now. The shot clock off. Goes right side. Goes with the runner in the lane, and they're going to call a blocking foul here on Kylie Hewitt. Schaefer and Fursel are going to come back in now. Riot and Hewitt will check out. Lindbergh comes back in now for Northwestern. Meanwhile, Frazier goes to the free throw line here. Combined 5 for 25 shooting between the two sides here in this first quarter. Now another sub as Carlson comes in. She'll take out Lesha. 15 points, 12 turnovers combined between the two teams here in the first quarter. Frazier's first free throw is good. I love Frazier. Like I said, averaging 10.3 points per game. And a second one coming up. That one is good as well. 11-6, 8.5 seconds remaining. Carlson roll it now for Schaefer. Megan Schaefer now going right side. Now she's going to be called for carrying the basketball. Got her hand underneath that one. That was a pretty easy call. 7th turnover on the Jackets in the first quarter. 4.3 seconds now left for Northwestern. Marn Blum will inbound it. Her pass to nobody. Picked off by Elsa Olsen. So now combined 14 turnovers here, and a long heave by Elsa Olsen. That one's short, and the first 10 minutes are in the books. Both teams got a lot of improving to do after that first quarter. I can say that right now. Your score after 11-6. We'll go through some of these numbers. They aren't pretty, to say the least. Jackets 4 for 16 from the field in that first quarter. Northwestern 1 for 9. Jackets 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, make it 2 for 5. UWS +7 in rebounding. They do have 6 offensive rebounds, but they've missed a host of bunnies inside. Otherwise, they'd be up by double figures right now. 13-6 the rebounding edge for UWS. 6-1 on the offensive glass. 4 assists against 7 turnovers. Northwestern so far 1 assist with 7 turnovers. Individually in that first quarter, Kenzie Lesha with 5 points lead UWS. 3 points so far for Olsen, 2 for Furstel, and 1 for Hope Carlson. Northwestern, meanwhile, getting 2 points each so far from Elrod, Frazier, and Blum in this opening 10 minutes. Reminder at halftime, we will have our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. Take a look at the first half stats. We'll have our first half summary, and we'll also have our Yellow Jacket Sports summary. We'll update you on everything else that's going on with Yellow Jacket Sports. In the meantime, We begin quarter number 2. Northwestern will be in possession of the basketball here. Yellow Jackets leading it 11-6. And trigger again now, Maren Blum. She'll trigger it in for the aforementioned Ella Frazier, who comes into the front court. Frazier with those 2 free throws to bring Northwestern within 5 as we begin quarter number 2, as the pass comes left side for Carly Elrod. Elrod now going left wing again for Frazier. Now Lindbergh top of the key for Langer on the right side. Langer going all the way to the rim, flips up a shot off the glass. That's no good. Rebound grabbed out of there now by UWS's Maddie Riot. Northwestern's missed 9 of their first 10 shots here tonight. Latvala going left side. Bounce pass comes inside for Firstel. Firstel going around Lindbergh, flips up a shot, misses another bunny. That one spun out. Knocked out of play, and the offensive struggles continue from in close. As I said, the Yellow Jackets have missed about 4 or 5 right at the rim here so far in this first quarter plus. As Latvala will inbound it. Lobs it in now, Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets will back it out. Right side now, Kira Latvala. She'll line it up from 3-point range. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Lindbergh. Frazier in the front court now. Bounce pass now, Lindbergh. Lindbergh for Northwestern. And off for Blum. Blum goes left side, and now we're going to have a foul called on Schaefer. Basically got bumped into there by Blum, but Schaefer will be whistled for the foul. That'll be her second. Inbound coming now, left baseline. Blum triggering it in now for Audrey Langer. Coming inside now, going up with the shot. That's Blum. Misses that one off the glass, no good. Yellow Jackets back to their direction. Riot. Schaefer on the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Comes in down low. Now she'll get tied up. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. Claude's going to come back in. She'll take out Latvala. Claude will inbound it. In the corner now, here's Schaefer. Her pass out on top nearly picked off. Back right side now, Claude. Schaefer back out on top of the key, looking down low. Riot. 10 seconds to shoot. Comes out on top, nearly turns it over. Now it spins. Here's Firstel. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second to shoot it. Riot fires just as the shot clock expires. It's well off the mark to the right, and another shot clock violation. Blum triggering it in now for Frazier. Still on 11-6, nearly 2 minutes, into the second quarter. Going right side now, here's Kornick, and she'll get fouled by Carlson. Riot's going to check out. Lesh will come back in. "12 minutes into this first half, and Northwestern still has just one made field goal. As Kornick's first free throw is good. She's got her first point. Northwestern, though, 5 for 5 from the stripe. They're down by 4. Second free throw also good. 11-8 now. As the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Here's Firstel for the Yellow Jackets. Swinging it now, here's Carlson. Pass back down low for Firstel. She goes up, off the glass, gets it to go down for 2, and will draw the foul. And Charlotte Firstel has 4 points. She'll go to the line looking to complete an old-fashioned three-point play. The foul is going to be called on Blum. And the free throw from Firstel is good. 14-6 now. Actually, a 6-point lead at 14-8 for the Yellow Jackets. Is in the front court now. Here's Kornick. Lindbergh out on top. On the left side, here's Kornick going on the baseline. Her shot knocked away by Mackenzie Lesha. Kornick recovers. Now they swing it back out on top. Here's Frazier. Frazier going right side. Coming down low, they kick it in the corner. Open, three-point shot is up. That's over the top of everything. Rebound grabbed in the corner now by Colleen Claude. Three was taken by Kornick, by the way, for the Eagles. Now Claude. Handing it off. Here's Schaefer. Lesha. First hold back for Lesha. She'll fire from three. That's off the front rim. No good. Kornick on the rebound. And now we're going to have a reach-in foul called on the Yellow Jackets. The Hope Carlson. She's got 3 fouls already, so she's going to have to check out. Riot's going to come back in. Schaefer's going to check out. Also, Olsen also back in for UWS. 14-8 your score. As Frazier now in the front court here. Back in also is Brenna Vogel. She has the basketball right now for Northwestern. Gives it for Caitlin Lindbergh, top of the key. Now three-point shot is up from Elrod. That's way to the left. No good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Charlotte Firstel. And back to the direction now. Here comes Mackenzie Lesha. Lesha going down the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Finds Claude. Claude with a 10-foot jump shot. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound cleared again here by Northwestern. And now they're running back to their direction. Elrod. Lindbergh. Puts it on the deck. Back outside. Elrod. The head fake. Steps inside. Goes up off the glass. And banks home the second field goal of the half here for Northwestern. Elrod now has 4. She has both field goals, in fact, for the Eagles so far. And it's 14-10. The Jackets up by 4 as we approach 6 minutes remaining, half number 1. And now Olsen's pass down low looking for Firstel. Well off the mark, out of play. It'll be a turnover on the Yellow Jackets. Two teams have combined now 7 for 38 here in this first half. Chilly shooting would be putting it mildly. Now Northwestern back to the direction, down by 4. Bounce pass for Frazier, left side. Kylie Hewitt back in for the Yellow Jackets, guarding her top of the key. Now Frazier, inside-out dribble, kicks it to the near side. Here's Elrod's 3, and it's good. And Northwestern within 1 now at 14-13. Olsen in the front court. Pass comes right side now. Here's Colleen Claude. Riot. Bounce pass now. Kylie Hewitt. Hewitt looking down low. Now back for Olsen. Olsen putting on the deck. Hands it off. Here's Colleen Claude. Claude now spinning. Short jump shot from Claude. Out the mark. No good. Gets her own rebound. Flips it up. That's no good, but we'll draw a foul. And this is going to be called, I think, on Vogel. Actually, they're not going to call it on Vogel. They're going to call it on Lander. So Aubrey Langer gets whistled for that one. As coming back into the ball game is Olivia Hikus. Claude to the free throw line here with 5:08 remaining in the first half. Claude's first free throw is up and good. Second free throw from Claude is also good. So Colleen Claude goes 2 for 2. It's 16-13. Lafla's going to come back in. Claude's going to check out. And Brenna Vogel will trigger it in now for Northwestern. Jackets picking up full court. 1-2-1-1, but now Northwestern breaks as they come across the timeline. And here's Elrod now on the left side. Vogel back for Frazier. Frazier now as we go under 5 minutes remaining in the opening 20 minutes. 16-13, UWS up by 3. Langer now going left side, goes with the runner off the glass. That's no good, and on top of that, she's going to be whistled for an offensive foul. As sliding over to take it was Maddie Riot. And Riot feeling the effects of that one as she tries to walk it off. Schaefer comes back in. She'll take out Olsen. 4:41 remaining in the half. Schaefer for the Jackets. Out on top now, Lesha. And her pass to the outside, that's picked off. 10 turnovers now for the Jackets, by the way, on that one. As Elrod goes all the way, spins in the middle, and gets the bucket for 2. Just not sharp. Lesha in the front court. Here's Latvala. Pass out on top now for Maddie Riot. Riot putting on the deck, now steps through, goes all the way to the rim, and lays it in for 2. Riyadh on the bucket makes it 18-15. Now to the far side. 3-point shots up from Langer. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound for Hewitt. And are they going to call a foul on the Yellow Jackets here? Yeah, they're going to call Kylie Hewitt on the foul. That'll be her second. And Brenna Vogel will inbound now, right baseline. Bounce pass now, Frazier. Stepping up, goes up with the shot. That's off the glass, no good. Rebound for Hewitt. Riyadh for Latvala in the front court. Latvala, bounce pass now. Here's Hewitt. Hewitt picking up her dribble. Now gets a pass out on top. Here is Riyadh. She'll kick it out. Lesha's wide open. She'll fire from three. Off the back rim, no good. And the rebound collected under there by Carly Elrod. Brenna Vogel now. Inside out dribble against Schaefer. Goes right to the rim. Flips up a shot. That's off the glass. No good. Tie up off the rebound. Basketball, is grabbed by Hewitt, and they're going to call her for steps as she hit the deck. Cornick's going to come back in now for Northwestern. And Mullen inbound now for Vogel, left baseline. Passes in for Langer. Now we'll have a kick ball, so we'll do it again here. Vogel will inbound. And now she's going to be whistled for a 5-second violation. And that's the 19th turnover of this first half here between the two teams. Jackets have 10. Northwestern now has 9. Nearly twice as many turnovers between the two teams as field goals. As the pass comes in from Latvala, spinning with the left hand now and getting it to go down for two is Firstel. Charlotte Firstel now has 7 points to lead all scores, and the Jackets are up by 5 at 20-15 as we go under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Now Vogel with the runner in the lane. That one's off the glass and off the rim, no good. Rebound cleared now by Maddie Riyadh, and Riyadh for the Yellow Jackets. Into the front court, goes all the way, flips up a shot off the glass and gets it to go down for two. UWS with their largest lead now on the bucket by Riyadh. She has 4. It's 22-15 UWS. Frazier into the front court now. Pass comes right side. Vogel will tee up a 3-point shot. It's off the back rim. Rebound to the far corner. Grabbed all by Megan Schaefer. Schaefer coming back to their direction. Here's Riyadh again. Spinning into the middle. Riyadh with the short jump shot. That one's short, no good, but they're going to call a foul on Frazier, who reached in. And as Riyadh made her spin move into the paint. That'll be the 4th team foul on Northwestern with 2:23 remaining in the half. Schaefer will check back out. Olsen comes back in. And Riyadh out the line to shoot 2 now. Maddie Riyadh. 12 points, 9 rebounds in the win against Martin Luther on Saturday. And her first free throw is up and good. Riyadh now on the season has missed just 1 free throw. She knocks down the second one. 15 out of 16 from the line for Maddie Riyadh this year. She has 6 points, and the Jackets are up by 9 at 24-15. 2:20 and counting remaining, half number 1. Vogel now on the left side here for Northwestern. She'll back it out. Now she'll kick the ball to the corner now looking for Blum. Blum coming down on the left side baseline. Goes up and under, flipped up a shot. That's no good. Rebound grab by Charlotte Firstel. And now Riyadh for the Yellow Jackets as they come into the front court. Riyadh. Mackenzie Lesha, top of the key. Looking down low now for Firstel. Instead it's Olsen now in the corner. Also Olsen. Skip pass now finds Riyadh. Maddie Riyadh for the Yellow Jackets. Latvala puts it on the deck. 10 seconds to shoot. Latvala all the way to the rim and lays it in for 2. And Latvala for the Yellow Jackets gives the Yellow Jackets their largest lead now at 26-15. Now 3-point shot up by Bloom. That's off the front rim. No good. Rebound to the corner, and it'll be knocked out of play by Cornick, and it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. With 1:28 now left, Claude's going to come back in. Jackets starting to play a little bit better here these last couple of minutes. They're now up to 31% shooting. That's Olsen for UWS into the front court. Bounce pass right side now, Kira Latvala. Now Claude. Bounce pass inside now, Furstel. Goes up with the one-handed shot off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound grab by Olsen. Olsen in trouble, and now she steps on the baseline, and it will be a turnover on the Yellow Jackets senior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, Elsa Olsen. Elrod will come back in now for the Eagles with 1:12 remaining in half number one. Blum on the left side. Now Vogel, top of the key. Here's Lindbergh. Vogel going right side now. So under a minute remaining in the half. Tried to shovel it off for Blum. Couldn't hold on to the basketball. Turnover on Northwestern. Claude inbounding now. Here's Olsen. Latvala right side. Kira Latvala trying to go high-low on the pass. Telegraphed it. For Charlotte Furstel, threw it into a triple team, and it got picked off. Now Bloom back the other direction. It's a return pass from Vogel. Blum now spinning. Bounce pass down low. That's picked off. And now about a second difference between shot and game clock, so the Jackets can take this all the way down if they so choose. And it looks like that's what they're going to do here with Riyadh taking over point guard duties right near midcourt. $12 seconds now. 11, 10, 9. Now Riyadh starting to move. Goes left side, picks up her dribble off in the corner. Claude will fire from 3. That's off the back rim. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is how the half will end. As the buzzer sounds, red lights are on behind both backboards, and both teams have some improving to do at the break. It was not a crisply played first half, not by a long shot. But the Yellow Jackets will head into the intermission, leading it by the score of 26-15. 11-point lead for the Yellow Jackets here halfway home in this one, and we'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime programming. Sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Johnson back here at the Mertz as we're halfway home in this first game of our doubleheader between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. On the women's side, your score at the break, UWS 26, Northwestern 15. And to say that that was not a pretty display of basketball would be an understatement. As we jump into our first half summary and a look at our first half stats, the Yellow Jackets aren't going to complain too much because they're up by 11 points. But, boy, there's a lot of improving the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles, for that matter, have to do in the second half of this one before we go final if they want to pick up a win here. Give you an idea of how that first half went as we look at our numbers here. Two teams combined in that first half for 24 turnovers against 13 made baskets. So nearly 2-to-1 more turnovers than baskets made in that first half. So, like I said, a lot of work to do at the break between the two teams. That shooting numbers, by the way, between the two teams, a combined 13 for 55 in the first half. Yellow Jackets got the better of it in that regard. 9 of 31 from the field in the opening half for the Yellow Jackets, shooting 29%, while Northwestern was 4 out of 24 from the field, shooting just 16.7%. The Yellow Jackets were 2 for 10 from beyond the arc. The Eagles were 1 for 10 in that opening half. Both teams shooting free throws well. I guess that's an upside thing. The Yellow Jackets 6 for 7 in that half, while Northwestern made all 6 of their attempts from the charity stripe. So both teams have that going for them. UWS also with a big advantage in rebounding, 26-11 here at the break, including 9 offensive rebounds, while Northwestern has just 2. And we talked about those turnovers. Jackets with 13 turnovers in the first half, while the Eagles have 11. Jackets with 8 assists, while the Eagles have 3 here at the break. Individually here in this first half, the Yellow Jackets were led by Charlotte Firstel. She has 7 points on 3 for 6 shooting. She's also made a free throw and has 4 rebounds, so not a bad half there for Charlotte Firstel, the junior from Plain, Wisconsin for the Yellow Jackets. 6 points for Maddie Riot. She's 2 for 5 from the field and 2 for 2 from the stripe. 5 points from Mackenzie Lesha thus far. 3 points from Elsa Olsen. 2 points each from Kira Lapila and Colleen Claude, and 1 point from Hope Carlson, who is playing on 3 fouls, by the way. Northwestern, meanwhile, the vast majority of their points coming from Carly Elrod. She has 9 points so far, the lead all scorer. She's 4 for 7 from the field. She's also made a 3-pointer in there. She also has 3 rebounds thus far in 16 minutes of action in that first half. But nobody else from Northwestern has more than 2 points. Emma Kornick with 2 points. Ella Frazier has 2 points, and Maren Blum also has 2 points. And that's how the scoring went in that first half. In terms of player fouls in that first half, and players we should keep an eye on here, the Yellow Jackets had 7 fouls committed, all of them by 3 players. So the Yellow Jackets have 3 players with at least 2 fouls. Megan Schaefer has 2, Kylie Hewitt has 2, and Hope Carlson has 3 for the Yellow Jackets here at the break. Meanwhile, Northwestern called for 6 personal fouls. They have 1 player with 2 fouls, that being Aubrey Langer. She has 2 fouls for the Eagles. So those are your numbers halfway home here between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. We'll see what kind of adjustments the two coaches make as we approach the second half. But in the meantime, we will take our first break here of our halftime programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. Come back with more, including a look at what else is going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics. That's coming up in about 2 minutes. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Johnson back here at the Mertz as our halftime programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated, rolls on here. Yellow Jackets in Northwestern. By the way, fans, get the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear by visiting Yellow Jacket Apparel and Merchandise Store online. Browse the latest styles of gear, including shirts, shorts, sweatshirts, outerwear, and more. The Yellow Jacket Apparel and Merchandise Store can be found at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. We're about 7 minutes away from the start of the third quarter of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. And as we usually do, we'll give you our Yellow Jacket sports summary here as the Yellow Jackets on the women's side looking to make it a 3-1 record here in conference play. The Yellow Jacket men, meanwhile, as we jump into the Yellow Jacket sports summary, will be looking to even up their UMAC record at 2-2. They're 5-11 overall, and they'll be playing game 2. We'll talk more about that in a second here about our doubleheader here on this Wednesday night. In the meantime, the men's team snapped a 2-game losing streak their last time out, downing Martin Luther here at the Mertz 76-59 in a game that you heard with yours truly both on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets put together a strong all-around effort, knocking down 46.6% of their shots as a team, while getting points from 9 different players to pick up that victory against the Knights. Individually, the Yellow Jackets had 3 players scoring double figures, led by Hayden Quimby, who had 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Landon Tomer just missing a double-double with 11 points and 9 rebounds, while Gage Brady had 10 more points off the bench for the Yellow Jackets. And again, they'll be playing game 2 later tonight, taking on Northwestern on the men's side. Tentative start time there, 7:15 p.m. Tentative start time on the pregame, 7 p.m. And again, that'll be a joint broadcast here on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. Meanwhile, women's hockey now at 1-16-1 overall, 1-4 in the WIAC. They dropped a 4-2 final to number 1 ranked team in the country, UW River Falls, on Saturday down at Hunt Arena in River Falls. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets got goals from Jalen Wharton and Kendall Gustafson 1 minute, 9 seconds apart in the third period, bringing the Yellow Jackets to within 3-2. But the Falcons got a power play goal from Megan Goudreau at 15-17 to effectively put the game out of reach for the Falcons. In that contest, River Falls held a 40-17 edge in shots on goal. Jada Moyer went all the way in goal for the Yellow Jackets, making 36 saves. They'll be next in action this coming Friday, the 23rd, on the road down at Hobbs Ice Arena in Eau Claire to take on the number 9 ranked team in the country, UW Eau Claire. 2 p.m. the opening face-off from Hobbs Ice Arena. They'll next be at home next month, actually, Friday, February 6th, the first Friday of February, when they will be hosting UW Stevens Point down the road at Westman Arena. 2 p.m. the opening face-off there, 1:45 the pregame. That'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM KUWS. That'll be a stream-only, by the way, broadcast on the radio and also on Yellow Jacket TV. Meanwhile, men's hockey at 11-5-1 now overall, 4-3 in the WIAC. They are currently on a 6-game winning streak, but were idle last weekend. Yellow Jackets will be next in action this coming Friday, the 23rd, taking on UW River Falls down at Hunt Ice Arena in River Falls. Game 1 of 2 with the Falcons down in River Falls this weekend. 7 p.m. the opening face-off, 6:30 the pregame with my buddy John Garber. That'll be a 91.3 FM KUWS broadcast only. Men's hockey, meanwhile, will be home the next Friday, January 30th, taking on UW Eau Claire down the street at Westman Arena. 7 p.m. the opening face-off, 6:30 the pregame. That'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. And last but not least, men's and women's indoor track and field hosted the Twin Ports Open across the hall at Lydia Thiering Fieldhouse here in Superior on Saturday. For full results and details on that meet, you can go to uwsyellowjackets.com to find out how the Yellow Jackets fared there. They'll be next in action this coming Saturday the 24th as both teams head down to St. Cloud area to take part at the St. John's Invitational and St. Benedict Invitational, hosted by both St. John's and St. Benedict at the Donald McNeely Spectrum in Collegeville, Minnesota. Action will get underway at 11 a.m. that day. They'll next be at home, by the way, Saturday, February 14th. They'll be hosting the Midday Classic across the hall over at Lydia Thiering Fieldhouse. That'll also be Alumni Day for Coach Glenn Drexler and company. So that's your Yellow Jacket sports summary here as the third quarter approaches between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. And with that, we'll take a quick break, bring our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated to a close, and we'll come back in about 2 minutes with the start of the third quarter of this UMAC conference contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. That's coming up in about 2 minutes. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Here at the Mertz, we're about ready to begin the third quarter of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. We'll see what kind of adjustments the two coaches have made here at the break. Expect the Yellow Jackets to be quite a bit sharper here in this third and fourth quarters. EWS lackluster, I would say, in that first about 10, 15 minutes. Played better as the half wore on, I will say that. But it was not a pretty performance. Meanwhile, Northwestern about to break their huddle as well. Coach Aaron Call in his 16th season at the helm of the Northwestern program. These two teams will meet again, by the way, on Wednesday, February 4th, down at the Erickson Center in St. Paul, one of the tougher venues to play at in the UMAC. It's a really good home court advantage for Northwestern. They've done very well in that building over the years. Anybody that has been following the UMAC knows that. And they're always tough at home, so that'll be the next time the Jackets and the Eagles renew acquaintances. In the meantime, Northwestern will start this third quarter going from right to left from my vantage point with the basketball. Maren Blum triggering in for Ella Frazier, and we are underway here second half. Here's Kaylin Lindberg now top of the key. She'll swing on the left side. Open three-point shot is up and good. Maren Blum knocks down the three. And that's 26 now 18. And the Yellow Jacket lead is down to 8. Here's Schaefer now for UWS. Right side now, Maddie Riot. Riot swinging a pass now, Elsa Olsen, left wing. Olsen. Megan Schaefer now for UW Superior. Out on top now, it's Charlotte Firstill, who led the Jackets in the first half with 7 points. Now Olsen, she'll tee up a three. Trying to answer. That spins out, no good. Rebound grab by Firstill, goes up and sticks it back for two. Charlotte Firstill on the bucket. Makes it 28-18. She now has 9 points in the game. In the front court now, here's Lindberg. Her pass right side. Coming back now, Kornick. Thought about shooting the three. Now goes left side. Here's Elrod. Carly Elrod back for Ella Frazier now. 10 seconds to shoot here for the Eagles. And she backs it back out. Frazier, 5 seconds to shoot. Now goes left side, picks up her dribble. Now out on top. Lindberg will have to fire from three as the shot clock expires. Off the back rim, no good. Uncontested defensive rebound for Maddie Riot. Now Riot into the front court. Right side pass now, Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Now Riot looking down low, puts it on the deck, comes into the painted area, kicks it to the corner. Schaefer, she'll fire from three. That's over the top of everything. Rebound grabbed on the strong side now by Kornick, and back the other direction now comes Northwestern. Here's Frazier, back for Kornick. Running the floor, goes up and lays it in for two. And a 30-second timeout going to be called now by Aaron Call. And Northwestern is within 8 at 28-20. 8:18 rain to be played here in the third quarter. By the way, fans, have you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets? Get started and receive 200 points just for registering and 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points for cool prizes in the Swarm Central store. Find Swarm Central in the Apple and Google stores today. As we continue on here. The Yellow Jacket basketball here. So far, Northwestern has outscored the Jackets 5-2 in this quarter. Played 1 minute and 42 seconds as Colleen Claude is back in. And she triggers a pass in now for Elsa Olsen. Olsen in the front court. Pass comes right side. Here's Maddie Riot. Riot putting on the deck. And now we're going to have a pushing foul called here against Emma Kornick, I think. Who will be on Kornick? That'll be her second. First team foul on the Eagles here in the second half. And triggering in now right baseline will be Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. In the corner now for Lesha. She gets double teamed. Now they give it off for Firstill. She'll swing it outside. Riot will fire from three-point range. That's off the front rim. No good. Rebound for Firstill. She got tied up, grabs it, sticks it back anyway, and draws the foul and gets the bucket. And the harm to go to the line now. She's got 11 points. Just use that 6'3" frame to go over the top of the Eagles. Laid it in, and the foul is going to be called here on Caitlin Lindberg. So hoop and harm +1, and here's the free throw, and it's good now for Firstill, and she's got a game-high 12 points. UWS back up by 11 now, 31-20. Same margin they had at the break. Now Lindberg in the front court, going down low off the pass. Here's Blum, head fake, goes up and lays it in. Got around Riot. It's 31-22 now as Kylie Hewitt about to check in for the Jackets. Olsen into the front court in the meantime. Pass comes left side now, Maddie Riot. Crossing over, Riot going on the baseline, now spins. Gets cut off by Frazier. Flips a pass now out on top. Here is Elsa Olsen. Olsen putting the ball on the deck, goes right to the rim, flips up a shot off the glass, gets it go down for two, and she'll draw a foul. So the second straight hoop and harm for the Jackets as she went to the left side, kissed it off the window, draws the foul. First will check out. Hewitt will come back in. Actually, check out. They're going to go big. They're going to keep Hewitt in there. With Firstall, they're going to check out Maddie Riot. So interesting decision there by Coach Parsons. In the meantime, the foul on Blum is her second. And Olsen's free throw is up and good. 34-22. The Yellow Jackets up by a dozen now. As Frazier into the front court now for Northwestern. Lindbergh, top of the key. Goes left side off the pass. Here's Carly Elrod. Elrod looking down low. Now Blum. Maren Blum now coming off the curl. Went down the left side of the lane. Tried to scoop up a shot with the left hand. Had it knocked away by the Yellow Jackets defensively. And it'll stay now Northwestern basketball here. They'll have 12 seconds to shoot with 7:06 remaining third quarter. Blum now for the Eagles. Lobs it in. Here's Frazier. Handing it off now. Here's Elrod. Against the defense of Mackenzie Lesha. Backs down low. Kicks it outside. Jump shot is up from Lindbergh. That one pops out. No good. Halfway down. One stayed down, and it's knocked out of play. Off the Yellow Jackets. It'll stay here with the Eagles. Fresh 20 seconds to shoot for Northwestern as the pass comes in for Lindbergh. Now Blum. Kicking it, left side, Elrod. Now Lindbergh pops out, jump shot is up. That's over the top of everything. That was a 15-foot jump shot. Rebound grabbed on the weak side now by Elsa Olsen, and Olsen for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Olsen going right side. Firstall pops out, jump shot from 14 feet is short, no good. Rebound underneath, and there's going to be a tie-up. And it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. Kylie Hewitt tying up with Lindbergh as Hope Carlson playing on 3 fouls returns. She'll take out Firstall. And the Jackets will inbound now right baseline. Elsa Olsen will do the honors. Flips it in now for Mackenzie Lesha in the corner. Now Carlson, her pass down low. Batted up in the air. That's going to be a turnover. Picked off by Frazier. Long lead pass now for Cornick. In transition, Cornick lost the handle on the ball. Now it's on the deck. Lesha comes out there with it. Throws a pass behind Hewitt. Now we're going to have a whistle. And are they going to call a foul here? They are. It's going to be called on Cornick. And it'll be her third. Been a couple of those now when scrums with the basketball where we've seen fouls called. People getting their arms in there a little bit, grabbing, clawing, trying to get the basketball. And that foul against Cornick is her third. Like I said, 4 fouls already on the Eagles, and we haven't even played 4 minutes yet. Here's Lesha now in the front court. Going left side, picks up her dribble. Now Olsen at the free throw line. Hands it off. Here's Colleen Claude, who's back in. Claude goes up with the shot. That's off the glass, no good. Now rebound is on the deck. More players fighting for it. And another jump ball here, and it's going to this time be Northwestern ball. Schaefer will come back in. She'll take out Lesha. As the inbounds now from Blum. Jackets picking up full court. Eagles breaking it. In the front court, back in there is Aubrey Langer. Now Langer will tee up a three-point shot backside from the right wing. Three-point shot, back rim and out. No good. Rebound grab by the Jackets, and now here's Olsen in the front court. Claude in the corner now. Here is the pass from Hewitt. Back down by Claude, top of the key. Now Olsen. 10 seconds to shoot. Olsen turning. Looking for somewhere to go. Gives it to Kylie Hewitt. Puts her head down. Goes to the rim. Left the shot short. And it'll be a shot clock violation on the Yellow Jackets. Off the whistle, Riad will come back in. And a timeout going to be called here by the Yellow Jackets. Jackets 3 for 8 so far here in this quarter. Northwestern, meanwhile, 3 for 7. 30% shooting overall now for UWS. 12 points for Firstall. She would definitely be your post-game player of the game for the Jackets if it stopped right now. She's got 12 points and 6 boards, 5 for 9 from the field. And just the 1 turnover. Jackets now up to 15 turnovers in the game. Northwestern with 13. As we come out of the timeout, UWS still up by 12. If they had made some of those close-in shots in the opening half, they'd be up by close to 20 right now. But as it is, out of the timeout, Jackets going to pick up 1-2, 1-1 full court pressure as the pass comes in, and it works. Frazier coughed up the basketball. Missing the initial shot was Claude after the steal. Grabbed her own rebound, however, and stuck it back for 2, and the Jackets now up by 14. And now we're going to have a foul called against UWS. We'll see who they give it to. They're going to give it to Hope Carlson. That'll be her 4th. So Carlson, just the 1 point and 4 fouls, will check out. Lesha comes back in. And now Blum will trigger it in. Here's Frazier. Top of the key. Off the pass. Here's Lindbergh. Backdoor cut now by Langer. Saves it in. Head fake. And now stepping through with the shot is Elrod. That's off the glass. No good. But she will draw a foul. Will be on Hewitt. That'll be her 3rd. And 2 free throws now for Elrod as Brenna Vogel returns for Northwestern. She will take out Maren Blum. And the first free throw is up and off the back rim, no good. Elrod, the junior from Lindstrom, Minnesota, averaging 7.3 points per game, already above that on the game. She has 9 in the contest. Second free throw is also up and good. She goes 1 for 2 on that trip. She now has 10 points to lead Northwestern. It's 36-23. Schaefer, her pass left side. Claude had to go to the deck to come out there with it. Now Colleen Claude will hand it off. Lusha thought about the 3. Passes up now Schaefer. Puts it on the deck, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called now on Elrod. That'll be the 15th foul against Northwestern, which will send UWS into the Superior Water. I'll get it right eventually. Superior Water Light and Power bonus here for the Yellow Jackets. Haven't gotten the bonus all that much this year, have the Yellow Jackets in a quarter, as Schaefer's first free throw is up and good. By the way, Superior Water Light and Power, clean, reliable, Superior. Schaefer misses the second free throw long. It's 37-23. There's Bogle now into the front court. Now on the backdoor cut, Langer has that basketball picked off by UWS's Maddie Riot, who's back in. Riot for the Yellow Jackets. Left side, Schaefer out on top now. Lesha, she'll tee up a 3-point shot. That one's well off to the right, no good. Rebound grabbed by Lindbergh. And now Frazier. And a foul going to be called against Riot. Claude will check out. Lapflow will come back in. Meanwhile, Hikas will come back in, and she will take out Caitlin Lindbergh here for Northwestern as the pass comes in. Vogel in the front court now, being checked by Kira Latvala for UWS. Playing left side, no Vogel. Spinning through, flips up a shot. That's off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Latvala. And the Yellow Jackets back to their direction now. Here's Maddie Riot. Inside out. Dribble, now spins away. Left side, her jump shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound cleared by Ella Frazier for the Eagles. Frazier now into the front court. Going left side off the pass. Carly Elrod. Now for Vogel. Now Langer against Schaefer. Hikas pops a jump shot. 14 feet, left side, and knocks it down for 2. 37-25 now your score with 2:50 remaining, third quarter. Here's Schaefer now for UWS. Bounce pass, right side, Riot. Riyadh inside now. Hewitt goes up with the shot. That's off the back rim. No good. Gets her own rebound and sticks it back with the right hand for two. Kylie Hewitt has her first field goal, and it's 39-25 now as Vogel in on the front court for Northwestern. Out on top now, Hikas for the Eagles. Looking for the backdoor cut. Pass is batted in the air by Hewitt. She's looking for Langer on the pass. Loose ball intercepted by Mackenzie Lesha, and Lesha for the Yellow Jackets. Bounce pass inside looking for Riyadh. That's picked off. Carly Elrod turning that one over. For Northwestern off the steal, and now Vogel in on the front court. Now Langer top of the key against Riyadh. Goes left side, tries to come down toward the baseline, gets cut off. Bounce pass now for Elrod. Steps through, goes up, misses the layup, follows it up, and then she gets hit by Kylie Hewitt. And she tried to go up and stick it back. Actually, they're going to call it on Latvala, so that'll be her first. Hewitt was there as well. Firstel, Olsen, and Carlson, who's playing on 4 fouls, back in there for UWS as Elrod goes back to the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:42 remaining, third quarter. First free throw is up and good. Elrod now has 11 points in the contest to lead Northwestern. Nearly half of their total of 26 here. Later stages of the third quarter. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. Lindbergh's going to come back in. She'll take out Elrod, who now has 12 in the game. And the Jackets into the front court now, leading it by a baker's dozen at 39-26. Here's Olsen now trying a three-point shot left side, and it's good. Elsa Olsen on the triple. She's had a couple of threes in the ball game. And it's 42-26 now. The Yellow Jackets up by 16. Now going on the left side, we're going to have a whistle and a foul called. I'm going to check that. It's actually 42-27. They have not changed the scoreboard as of yet. Foul going to be called, by the way, as Frazier went to the left against UWS's Elsa Olsen. That'll be her first. 15th on the Jackets, and now both teams into the bonus here. And the first free throw from Frazier spins out, no good. She's got one more coming. Second free throw is up and good from Frazier, and that makes it now 42-28. Jackets now into the front court on the right-hand dribble. Here's Carlson. Spinning on the right hand, goes up off the glass and gets it to go down for 2. Nice move by Hope Carlson off the pass. Olsen able to get to her down low. She turned, faced up. And right at Lindbergh and laid it in for 2. The foul on Lindbergh. That's 44-28 now. Second free throw. Or excuse me, the N1 free throw is up and off the back rim. No good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Brenna Vogel. Vogel in the front court. Lindbergh, right side. Vogel, she'll fire from 3. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound cleared now by Schaefer, and the Jackets in transition. 3-on-2. And now Schaefer will back it out. Now Olsen out on top. 40 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Jackets in control at the moment, leading it by 16. Pass comes right side. Now here's Carlson. Going right at Frazier. Goes right to the rim and lays it in for 2. Gave her the baseline, and Hope Carlson more than happy to take it. Went and laid it in. 46-28 now your score. Shot clock off. Northwestern can play for 1. Brenna Vogel out on top. Pass out on top now for Ella Frazier. Frazier with 12 seconds remaining, third quarter against Schaefer. Trying to take her down low, goes up off the glass and gets it to go down for 2. 5 seconds now left in the quarter. Pass comes in for Schaefer, and Schaefer near midcourt will give it a heave, and it comes up just short. And that is how the third quarter will end. Jackets able to extend their lead. They led by 11 at the half. They now lead at 46-30 as we head to the fourth quarter. UWS outscoring Northwestern 20-15 in that frame. for the quarter. UWS 8 for 18. So much better offensively there for the Jackets. Now shooting 34.7% as a team. They were 44.4% in the quarter. Northwestern, meanwhile, in that quarter, also shot the ball better. 5 for 12 for 41.7%. They're now shooting 25% in the game. Both teams with 16 turnovers in the ball game. Jackets are spreading it around. Everybody that's played has scored for the Jackets tonight. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different players have scored. Well, like I said, Jackets spreading it around. Much the same way they did against Martin Luther on Saturday. In the meantime, Carly Elrod with 12 points for Northwestern on 4 for 8 shooting. 7 points now for Maren Blum. 5 points for Ella Frazier and 4 points for Emma Kornick as we begin the fourth quarter. Jackets will be in possession of the basketball here. If UWS can salt this away, they'll go to 3-1 in the conference. And 6-11 overall. Here's a shot by Riot in close. No good. Offensive rebound grabbed by Claude. And we're going to have a foul called on Northwestern on the reach-in, it looks like. Blum's going to get whistled for that one. That'll be her third. And triggering it in now will be Riot. Lobs it in now for Carlson, top of the key. Hope Carlson now left side. Elsa Olsen. She'll fire away from three-point range. That one's off to the right, no good. Rebound, and we're going to have a whistle. And it's going to be a push-off foul here against Charlotte Firstel. And that will be her first foul of the ball game. First foul on the Jackets here in the fourth quarter. And Blum brings Northwestern into the front court. She'll hand it off now right side. Olivia Heikus. Now Heikus will fire from three. Back rim and out, no good. Rebound cleared by UWS, and here's Riot now in transition. Right side now Carlson. Now she'll fire away from three-point range, and that's good. Hope Carlson's got a nice release from three-point range. We've seen that this season, and she knocked down that one confidently. She now has 8. And UWS with their largest lead now at 49-30. Here's Blum. Heikus on the right side. Lindbergh comes to set the screen. Heikus, she'll try to fire away again. Nice defense by Hope Carlson to get her hand on that shot. And now Riot back the other direction. Maddie Riot for the Yellow Jackets. Right side now Colleen Claude. Back for Charlotte Firstel on the baseline, and we'll have a reach-in foul call here on Emma Kornick. Caught the 6'3" Firstel on the right arm as she tried to reach in and knock the ball away. For Kornick, that'll be her fourth. Kylie Hewitt back in for UWS, as is Carly Elrod now for Northwestern. And it'll be a right side baseline inbound here for Olsen. Gets it in for Carlson. Carlson now into the paint. Kicks it for Olsen, in the corner. Now she'll tee up a 20-foot jump shot, and it's good. Big smile on her face as she comes back the other direction for Elsa Olsen. And it's 51-30. Olsen in the double figures now with 11. Here's Vogel now for Northwestern. Top of the key. Here's Lindbergh. Blum on the left side. And we're going to have a foul called on UWS. It's either going to be on Claude or Hewitt. Schaefer's going to check back in the meantime. It'll be on Claude. That'll be her first. Second team foul, and we'll have an inbound now. Left baseline, it'll be Maren Blum for the Eagles, triggering it in. Gets it in for Lindbergh. She gets tied up by Hewitt, and we'll have a jump ball called. And it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here with 8:12 remaining. Fourth quarter. Reminder, we'll have our post-game show sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery once we go final here in game number 1. Game 2 will come up about 25 minutes once we go final between the Yellow Jacket men and Northwestern. As Hewitt, top of the key. Left side now, Elsa Olsen. Olsen now for Claude, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called against Kylie Hewitt, I think, trying to post up. And that'll be her fourth. Third team foul on the Jackets here in quarter number 4. And now Vogel triggering in here. Blum in the front court for Northwestern. Bounce pass, top of the key for Lindbergh. Kornick on the right side. Putting it on the deck. Kicks it in the corner. Vogel. And they'll dribble it back out now, will the Eagles. Coming off the screen. Vogel going now, circle riding way toward the baseline. Pass to the middle, looking for Elrod. That's turned over. It's just picked off by the Jackets. Now in transition, here's Elsa Olsen, and she'll slow it up. Bounce pass now for Hewitt on the baseline. Kylie Hewitt, her pass, that's picked off by Elrod. Now turned back over. It's just picked up this time by Hewitt on the strip. Goes up with the shot. That's no good. Offensive rebound grab by Claude. And now the Jackets will settle it down as the pass comes out on top for Elsa Olsen. Claude right wing. And now Kornick just takes down Kylie Hewitt right at the free throw line extended, and that'll be it for Kornick. That'll be her 5th. Yeah, just took her right to the ground, right at the free throw line extended. Heck of a way to get your 5th foul. But it counts. So Kornick fouls out with 7:02 remaining. Fourth quarter, and we'll have an inbound right baseline. 20 seconds to shoot. Elsa Olsen will do the inbounding here for UWS. Gets it in for Schaefer, and then she throws a pass to nobody. It's picked off now by Frazier. She comes all the way in 1-on-2. Goes up with a shot and gets it to go down for 2. And a timeout going to be called here by Northwestern. Not sure where Schaefer was trying to go with that pass, to be honest with you. There was nobody even close to it out there for the Yellow Jackets. As we continue on here in this fourth quarter, 51-32 with 6:52 remaining. It's been one of those games where you just sort of try to grind it out, I think, at this point. It's not been pretty. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Both teams with 3 fouls so far here in this fourth quarter. UWS so far 2 for 5 in the frame. They've made 1 3-pointer. Again, the turnovers piling up here. Kornick fouls out with the 4 points. Frazier now has 7. Blum has 7, and Elrod still with 12 to lead Northwestern. Jackets with 2 players in double figures. First on 12, and Elsa Olsen with 11. Nice to see Olsen get some shots to drop here in this one. 8 points for Hope Carlson as well. Been playing on 4 fouls for quite a while now. As we come out of the timeout. Riot inbounding now for Schaefer. Schaefer in the front court. Half-court trap now being employed here by the Eagles as the pass comes down low. Abby Johnson in for the first time. Now Hewitt kicks it outside. Schaefer, she'll fire from 3 and knock it down. Megan Schaefer's triple makes it 54-32. Schaefer now has 4 in the game. Johnson, by the way, came in. And she's playing alongside now Kylie Hewitt in the front court. As Lindbergh swings the pass now left side. Here's Langer. Aubrey Langer now back for Lindbergh. 10 seconds to shoot for Northwestern against Abby Johnson, top of the key. Head fake now right side. Here's Blum. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And Lindbergh just flips it toward the rim and hit the rim. So it's not a violation. Did miss the shot, however. And back to the direction now is Schaefer for the Jackets. Now it's Riot trying to snap a pass down low. That one knocked up in the air and intercepted now by Northwestern. And now nearly given right back as it's picked from behind by Colleen Claude, but Riot couldn't keep the ball in play as Claude stripped it, and it'll stay in here with Northwestern. Claude will check out. Latvala comes back in, and we'll have a trigger in now right baseline. Marr and Blum will do the inbounding for the Eagles. Jackets will next be in action, by the way, on Saturday, taking on Minnesota Morris. Morris, the preseason pick to win the conference this season. Down in Morris. Coming down low now here is Blum, kicking it out on top. 3-point shot is up from Frazier, and it's good. 54-35 now. The Jacket lead down to 19. Latvala, left side now Schaefer. Now the pass for Hewitt. We're going to have a foul called on Lindbergh. UWS will next be at home, by the way, a week from tonight when they take on Crown for the first time here in 2025-26. That'll be a 5:30 p.m. opening tip here. I'll be on with the pregame starting at 5:15. As Carlson comes back in on the 4 foul, she'll take out Hewitt, who also has 4 fouls. And Latvala will inbound left baseline. Her pass kicked out of play by Elrod, literally. Right off the foot and off of the doors behind the baseline here. So we'll try it again. Latvala this time will lob it in right into the hands of Blum. Easy turnover there as back the other direction. And an easy steal for Blum and the Eagles as here's Lindbergh now top of the key. Going inside, flips up a shot, leaves it short. No good. Rebound grab by Abby Johnson, the native of Lake Nebagaman. Back the other direction now. Here's Latvala trying to step through her shot. That's blocked away now by Lindbergh. 3-on-2. Back the other direction come the Eagles. Here's Frazier going right at Riot. And now she'll back it back out. Here's Blum. Frazier now steps behind the screen. Out on top, her three-point shot is wide to the left. No good, and it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. 4:41 now left. Carlson will inbound it now. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer, left side now against this half-court trap. Northwestern has been running here since that timeout a few minutes ago. Carlson now back. Latvala putting it on the deck. Steps through, goes all the way, flips up a shot. That's over the top of everything. No good. Rebound knocked out of play by Frazier, but they're going to call a foul on the attempt by Latvala. And so Kira Latvala will go to the free throw line. That's the 4th foul, by the way, on Maren Blum. And for the second time tonight, the Yellow Jackets are into the Superior Water, Light, and Power bonus here. Clean, reliable, Superior. Latvala's first free throw is up and good. She's got 3 points. One more coming for the name of Solon Springs. And the second one is up and no good. She goes 1 for 2. It's 55-35. Now back to the direction. Pass from Frazier. Intended for Langer, and it's knocked out of play by Riot. They'll stay with Northwestern as Riot will check out. Olsen comes back in. Blum on the 4 fouls. Now triggers it in for Frazier out on top. Frazier for Lindbergh, top of the key. Lindbergh inside Frazier. Spinning around, Olsen goes up with the left hand and lays it in for 2. Frazier now is a game-high 13. 55-37. Carlson now for the Jackets in the front court. Schaefer right side now. Olsen skip pass. Latvala with the ball fake, and they're going to call for stepping on the sideline. Now Frazier off the inbound. Comes into the front court. Out on top now, here's Lindbergh. Blum going down low for Frazier. Getting inside position against Olsen. Goes up with the shot. Leaves it short, but will draw the foul on Elsa Olsen. For Olsen, that'll be her second. And Frazier to the free throw line now to shoot 2 with 3:31 left, 4th quarter. 14 foul on the Yellow Jackets, by the way, as Frazier to the line. She had 3 for 4 from the stripe so far here tonight. The Eagles, as a team, are 10 for 12 in the ballgame. First free throw is up and good. Jackets, meanwhile, 10 for 14 as a team from the line. One more coming now for Frazier. She's got 14 in the game. Came in averaging 10.3. Her second one is up and short off the front rim. No good. Rebound grab now by Olsen. Still a 17-point lead here for UWS. As Latvala in the front court now. Goes toward the right baseline. Now tried to Euro step. Steps through. That one short off the front rim. No good. Rebound grab by Frazier, who's doing a little bit of everything right now for Northwestern. Now she comes into the front court. Lindbergh top of the key. Looking down low. Goes into the corner instead now for Elrod. Now it's Blum. Blum for Northwestern. Backdoor cut for Langer, and the pass went right through her hands and out of play for a turnover. Good idea. Execution just didn't follow through as Schaefer now comes in. Lafayette will check out. And Claude triggers it in now. Here's Olsen in the front court. Colleen Claude. Skip pass now finds Olsen right side. Carlson now putting it on the deck. Gives it for Claude. Claude on the baseline. Her short jumper rims out, no good. Rebound for Blum. Now she's tied up and we'll have a jump ball. Basketball will stay with Northwestern here with 2:39 left in the fourth quarter. Hikas returns. She'll take out Langer. And Blum triggers it in now for Frazier. Now Blum dribbling down low against Olsen, spins away, gets a shot up, and it goes down for two. 55-40 now your score. Olsen now lobbing it in the front court. Skip pass from Schaefer, now finds Claude, back for Schaefer. Schaefer now bounce pass inside, going up with the shot, and laying it in is Hope Carlson. Carlson in double figures now with 10. 57-40 your score, as we're under 2 minutes now left in this one. And now a pass from Blum. Overshoots the intended target, that being Carly Elron on the baseline. And Lafayette will return. Carlson inbounding now for Schaefer. Northwestern staying in that half-court trap. Lafayette for the Yellow Jackets. Kind of a 2-3 trap look here from Northwestern that they're implying. On the outside now, Claude will fire from three. That's no good. Offensive rebound underneath. Grabbed by Johnson, and then we're going to have a whistle. And call a foul on Northwestern here. We'll see. And it'll be on Blum, and she falls out. So she's the second Eagle to fall out here. This one coming with 1:31 remaining fourth quarter as Vogel comes back. And now Abby Johnson will shoot two. Her first high-arcing free throw is good. 58-40. One more coming for Johnson. Second free throw is up and good as well. Johnson goes 2 for 2. Kara Olsen will come in for UWS for this last 1:31. Jackets about to go to 3-1 in the league. And 6-11 overall. Northwestern, meanwhile, will lose their fifth straight, and they'll go to 0-5 and 5-12. In 1 minute and 20 seconds as the Eagles in the front court. Now here's Lindbergh, top of the key, swinging it right side. Here's Hikas. Hikas, Lindbergh, right side. Pulls up for the jump shot off the back rim. No good. Rebound in the hands of Schaefer. And Megan Schaefer ran right into her teammate. Abby Johnson was able to maintain her dribble, and now it's Colleen Claude, left wing. Going to a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kara Olsen now getting her first touch since coming in. Gives it off now for Claude. Now 8 seconds to shoot. 45 in the game. Olsen, Claude cutting through. It goes up off the glass and gets it to go down for two. Colleen Claude on the bucket. 61-40 now as we're under 40 seconds remaining in this one. Frazier in the front court now for Northwestern. Crosses over, goes right to the rim, flips up a shot, and gets it to go down for two. And now the shot clock is off. The Jackets don't have to shoot it again here. 61-42 your score. And we'll see if Coach Evelyn Parsons decided to just back this one out. Northwestern seems to be waving the white flag. Lafayette just going to take it all the way down here. 12 seconds remaining. Our post-game show is sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Spear Refinery coming up in a few seconds here. 2 seconds. One, and the buzzer sounds, bringing this one to a conclusion as the Yellow Jackets take down Northwestern here in game one of our doubleheader. Your final score on the women's side, Yellow Jackets 61, Northwestern 42. We'll take a quick break and come back with our post-game show. Again, sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Spear Refinery. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Johnson back here at the Mertz, where the Yellow Jacket women have won their second straight here at home. And won game one of our doubleheader here, both on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. Final score here from the Mertz. The Yellow Jackets 61, Northwestern 42, as we jump into our postgame show, sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery. And to be perfectly honest, this was not a pretty game. This is one of those games you just have to kind of gut it out if you're the Yellow Jackets, and that's exactly what UWS did here today. Very slow start in this one. Both teams really struggling offensively in the first quarter and for the first half, for that matter, for the two teams. Nonetheless, the Yellow Jackets took an 11-6 lead after one and then expanded it in the second, outscoring Northwestern 15-9. The lead at 26-15 at the break. Both teams made some adjustments at the half, and then both teams played better in the second half. No question about that. The Yellow Jackets in the third quarter ended up going 8 for 18 in the third. They outscored Northwestern 20-15 in the frame, and took a 16-point lead into the fourth quarter, and from there it was pretty much just the last 10 minutes was pretty much academic for the Yellow Jackets and the Northwestern Eagles in this one. Jackets ended up outscoring Northwestern 15-12 in that last 10 minutes. They ended up winning it by the final score of 61-42. In terms of numbers in this one, UWS much better in the second half than they were in the first half shooting the basketball. They ended up 13 out of 30 from the field in the second half, which isn't a great shooting percentage, but it's much better than the 9 for 31 the Jackets were in the first half. Overall, UWS ends up shooting 36.1% as a team. There was a lot of balance in the offense for the Jackets here tonight. 3 players scoring in double figures. UWS getting points from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different players in this one. It's been kind of a hallmark of the Yellow Jackets squad this year. Leading the way for the Jackets was Charlotte Furstel. She had 12 points on 5 for 9 shooting. She was 2 for 2 from the stripe and also had 7 rebounds. Just 1 turnover as well in 19 minutes. 11 points in the game for Elsa Olsen. She was 4 for 9 from the field, 2 for 7 from beyond the arc for UWS in the contest. Hope Carlson, meanwhile, who played a lot of that second half with 4 fouls, ends up with 10 points. She was 4 for 8 from the field in the ball game. Jackets also getting 6 points each from Maddie Riot and Colleen Claude, 5 points from Mackenzie Lesha, 4 points from Megan Schaefer, 3 points from Kira Latvala, and 2 points each from Kylie Hewitt and Abby Johnson. So again, the Yellow Jackets spreading it around in the ball game. Northwestern, meanwhile, 15 points for Ella Frazier. She led all scores. She played a good game here for Northwestern. 15 points on 5 for 8 shooting, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, and 4 for 6 from the stripe in 33 minutes. 12 points for Carly Elrod, although she did most of her damage in the first half for Northwestern, trying to keep the Eagles close. She had 9 of her 12 in the first half. 9 points also for Maren Blum in the ball game, and 4 points for Ella Kornick. Both those players ended up falling out in the later stages of the contest. The other 2 points for Northwestern, this one coming from Olivia Heikus on 1 for 3 shooting. Your post-game show player of the game, I'll go ahead and give it to Charlotte Firstel. She, for the Yellow Jackets, really did carry the mail in that first half, and actually was really kind of the offense for the Yellow Jackets going into that third quarter. She kind of got the Jackets off to a good start in that quarter. UWS was able to get the ball over inside, and she was able to score quite, I don't want to say easily, because no scoring was easy in this ball game, but once she got the ball in her hands down low, the Eagles really didn't have an answer for her at 6'3", and she took advantage of it. So Charlotte Firstel with those 12 points, 5 for 9 shooting, and 7 rebounds, your post-game show player of the game. With the win now, the Jackets at 6-11 overall, 3-1 in the UMAC. Northwestern, meanwhile, falls to 5-12 overall and 0-5 in UMAC conference action. Up next for the Jackets this coming Saturday, the 24th, they'll be playing at Minnesota Morris, the preseason favorites in the UMAC this season. That'll be a 3 p.m. opening tip from Jim Grimmel's court down in Morris. They'll next be at home a week from tonight, Wednesday the 28th, taking on Crown College here at the Mertz. That'll be a 5:30 p.m. opening tip, 5:15 the pregame with yours truly. That'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM, KUWS, and on Yellow Jacket TV. Big thank you to Chris Allen, who was my engineer back at 91.3 FM. Also a big thank you to Brad Lillis, who stepped in today at Yellow Jacket TV to be my producer. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We hope you'll join us for more Yellow Jacket women's basketball as the 2025-26 season rolls on. Men's game, by the way, coming up in about 20 minutes or so stick around for that. In the meantime, for Chris Allen back at the studio, and for at 91.3, excuse me, and also for Brad Lettuce at Yellow Jacket TV, this is Matt Johnson. One more time, repeating the final score of game number 1 of our doubleheader. Yellow Jacket 61, Northwestern 42. Thanks for listening or watching, everybody. The men's game coming up in about 20 minutes. This has been UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.